Nice. Sometimes we put a big screen and people watch a big soccer game between two countries, Portugal. And then AGUS. In Portuguese, Tejo. TE. I'm going with you, but Isabel is our local specialist.
That's a very poetical image we have about the city and the river that passes by. So it's very easy. The mouse ate the cork of the bottle of rum of the King of Russia. That's the meaning. O rato roeu o rolho da garrafa de rum do rei da Rússia. Sim. We are entering a street. So there is a statue of Cabral, rich in Brazil. And then the Garden of Estrela, which was ordered by the Cardinal of Lisbon in the late 50s. Before, and they had to stop to refuel because, as you're going to see, it's a very long. First expedition, not even marked on the map. We went to Sintra, Tangiers, Casablanca, what is now Morocco. The idea, then we were the first ones to ban slavery, but we were the first to ban it. We continued to the line of the equator, which is right here. We owned these two islands until 1974, Santo Tomé and 50s. In grounds that originally belonged to the monastery we're going to show you later on. The Monastery of Jeronimos always had a very strong royal protection, and they were given very vast lands where they had fruit orchards and vegetable gardens and a lot of cereal too. Before the departure of their expedition, they would gather there for a religious service, and then they would walk down to the waterfront in sort of a procession. It was always a big ceremony. So if you look up to the left, you can see just the top of that little chapel, which was the only building around here back in the 1400s. So first we are going now to the coffee shop of the Maritime Museum, so you can use washroom facilities, maybe to have a little coffee break. And then from there, we walk to the Monastery of Jeronimos. It's a dark cloud above us. It's a beautiful day, but there's a really dark cloud right above our heads. So maybe better to bring
is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of our trip, eh?
Thank you.
With the summer royal residence. So we'll try to be back to Lisbon, but we still like it very much. Boats right behind, huh? And the train. We got it all. Is along the way. There was a time that between Lisbon and Cape Roca that we're going to see later on, there were 90 military buildings. Not only fortresses, but here. Tile decoration. Passing the fishing village of Passo d'Arcos. So in this exact moment we are leaving the Tagus River behind, and from now on we're driving along the Atlantic coast. And the first Atlantic resort is called Carcavelos. It's very popular among surfing schools. A lot of surfing schools operate here. Kings, we became a republic, and for the first years of the republic, there was not much activity in Cascais. To the left, you'll see behind the BP station one of the oldest, the first house in Estoril, like a little castle. It's owned by the same people, Barros family. They use it now for special events. And on the right side, you see the gardens of Casino Estoril now. Casino that is now owned by an Asian, by Stanley Ho, the man that also had the first casinos in Macau. A little further, but you see it's very quiet, very residential. A little further we'll pass the church of St. And then you can see some of the colorful fishing boats. And if you walk around there, you can see octopus, lobster traps, fisherman nets. speak Italian, French, Romanian, Spanish, but we sound to the Atlantic coast. Cabo Raso, and the moment we pass it, we'll start seeing a Sintra mountain and Harafats. It's not a very high mountain, only 2,200 feet above sea level, but with a very unique geographical location. The mountain runs east-west and it ends in the westerly tip of the continent. So that promontory, you see now 11 o'clock with a lighthouse on the and the sand looks what really marks the skyline of Sintra. So, because it was all these additions, the palace is developed in 5 different levels. What trees we have around here? We'll be staying in Sintra until 10 past 4. 4:10 will be departure time from the same place where we are going to stop now. So this will be the meeting point. It's the only place where the buses are entitled to stop. Which is a technique we still use nowadays. At a certain moment, they found out after the first firing, the type. Very pretty place, how. Up here we have the train station. There's a line Sintra, Lisbon.
Take over, and then they will perform. They will sing different, and you're very close to the artists because this is a small restaurant where the artists are a few meters away from you. Okay? Things are open, restaurants and discotecas. You know what discotecas is? I'm sure you have them back home. Haven't been in one. The left, you see the edge of the cliff. You see the castle across the hill, lit up. Do you see that across the hill? And just below left, below the cliff, is Baixa. To come up and down the hill, you have. So you see the streets are not very wide.
Pedro, mais rápido.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, jump.